Hello everybody and welcome to the Drew Deeks channel, doing a little post-game reaction for the USA-Russia game in the opening day game of the World Junior Tournament for 2021. This was a decent little tilt. I mean, the US and Russia are pretty decent rivals in this tournament, and the States have beat Russia the last 5 times in a row until last night. Russia looked really good, and under Igor Larionov, their new head coach, they look really stingy and actually really smart. I like the way the Russians are playing. They don't like to do the whole dump and chase strategy whatsoever. They really like to control the puck, carry the puck into the zone as much and as often as possible. The US made kind of a couple of mental errors in this game. The final score of this game was Russia 5, USA 3, but let's go through the goals. Russia opens the scoring on a play where USA goaltender Spencer Knight probably could have played the puck a little differently. He plays it to the corner and then somehow it ends up at the point. They shoot it on net and Ponomarev tips it in, 1-0 Russia. To me, Russia also looked like the more physical team in this game. They just seem to have a lot of forwards with size, and they really seem to use their head on the ice quite a bit before they make that first pass. A lot of good things I saw from Team Russia last night. Then at 14:01 of the first period, the US gets the puck deep in the Russia zone. The puck comes to Cole Caufield and he gets some smooth hands in there, makes a pass to the point, and Cam York ties it 1-1. Now we go to the second period where things seem to fall off the handle for the US. Just 3:12 into the second period, Bardakov on Team Russia makes it 2-1 as he receives a beautiful breakaway pass and puts it 5-hole on Spencer Knight. Then at 11:08 of the second period, the US is trying to clear the puck out of their own zone and they make an errant pass that goes up the gut, picked off by Ponomarev, and he puts in his second of the game. Obviously a defensive lapse by the US on that one. Then less than a minute and a half later, Spencer Knight, goaltender for the US, plays the puck, tries to send a pass up the boards, and it's picked off, and then sure enough, he can't get back to his net in time, and it's 4-1 for Russia. Safonov putting in the goal for the Russians. If you notice in this game, Askirov and Spencer Knight, both goaltenders, were playing the puck quite a bit, and in this case, Spencer Knight really just got caught trying to make a play, and it ends up in the back of his net, and he's yanked from the game. Also noticed there was quite a bit of pushing and shoving after whistles, and it seemed to me like Russia was relatively disciplined. I mean, they did get a few penalties in this game, but they didn't really seem to be, giving in to the after whistle scrums and stuff like that, which was a good thing because Russia can be known for being undisciplined in this tournament. Skip ahead to the 9:57 mark of the third period, and Farinacci makes it 4-2 for Russia. Then with just a few minutes to go on a power play, Zigrez makes it 4-3 Russia, and the States actually have a chance to tie this thing up. But as we all know, they don't. This was a pretty decent tilt between these two teams, and frankly to me so far in this tournament, based on the hockey I've seen, Russia looks like the most threatening to win the gold medal. Well, let's do the Cole Caufield report because yes, typically this is a Montreal Canadiens channel, and I gotta say every time Cole Caufield has the puck, I feel like Montreal fans are just glued to the screen because you just never really know what he's going to do. He's got a wicked wrist shot. He let one go in the second period, and if it would have hit the net, I mean, who knows what would have happened. But I like how they have Caufield set up on the point for the power play. It's pretty interesting to see how they're going to use him. The skills that we're seeing so far from Caufield, I mean, I think we all know that he's known for his great shot, and it was on display in the pre-tournament game where he scored 2 goals, 2 beauties, might I add. But what you also notice too is that Caufield is really good on his skates. And then if you notice on the tying goal in this game, his hands behind the net, and he really seemed to kind of fake out Russia a little bit, make that pass to the point, and then the US ties the game up. In the US development program, they would actually call Caufield Ovechkin Jr. And in this case though, a good sign is that he doesn't seem to be lacking in willing to back check and play the defensive side of the puck, which was also an encouraging sign. I also like the look of Amirov, the Toronto Maple Leafs first round pick this year. He seemed to stand out a little bit to me on the Russian side of things. Has some good stick handling. I liked his hands. I liked the fact that he wasn't afraid to go to the net. As much as I thought that Toronto should have picked who the Canadians picked, Caden Gooley, who we're going to be able to see on Team Canada hopefully for the first time tonight. I actually haven't even seen Team Canada play, so my next video will be reacting to Canada's first game of the tournament against Germany. And I'm really hoping that the Germans give Canada a run for their money. There's some, good feedback so far about Germany's game, how they're just sticking with it, and they're not going to let teams push them over by the sounds of it. All right, guys, just a quick little recap there for Russia and the US, and I hope we get to see these teams again, quite frankly. Stay tuned for the next video where I'll be recapping Canada and Germany in their opening game of the World Juniors. Please do subscribe to the Drew Deeks channel, guys, and you'll be seeing plenty more post-game coverage and reaction from the 2021 World Juniors. We'll see you then.